Bismillah. Peace, everyone. I see there's a few people in here already. How's everybody doing? It's so good to be back once again. And, well, you guys know I like to get started with prayer, so get in the position that's most comfortable for you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Oh Allah, we thank you for allowing us to experience and witness your marvelous creation, and for the opportunity to connect for a higher purpose, rising above the chaos of this world. May you bless us to be grounded, uplifted, and find balance. We love you, we thank you, we praise you. Ameen. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to Zewdy Zen Zone. I am Zewdy, curator of the Zen. For those who may be new here, we like to come here to talk about different things that are relevant, especially during these times, just to keep the spirits high, despite what's going on in this crazy world. And everyone is welcome as long as you are not here to cause mischief and make mischief, that sort of thing, because I will remove you. So, how's everybody doing? I'd love to hear from you and read what you all have to say. Excuse me. I've got your comments pulled up on the side of me. I see my sisters in the building. Peace, Zabib. I would like to give a shout out to Kristen, aka Majorly Detailed, and Dale Mollenhauer for their monetary support. It's very much appreciated. And if anybody is interested in supporting the channel, the content, and the creator, all of the ways to do that are in the video description. Oh, I see the people are popping up. Wa alaikum salam, my sister Jasmine. Yes, I need this so much right now. I'm so happy I could cry. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Pull up a chair, get you some tea, some juice, or whatever you would like to keep yourself, refreshed and all that. I've got my tea right here. I also have a little snacky snack. Some blueberries, which was a very strategic thing. So today I actually have a topic I want to speak on. All love is back, Queen, sending you pure peace, love, and light. Oh, remain you. You are truly a gift. Thank you for coming back. I'm so happy to see you again. I thought about you throughout the week, and I'm just so happy because your contribution last week really moved me. So I'm really glad to see you're back with us. This is a community. This is a family. And it's open for all those who have that same desire for peace and love and enlightenment and unity and a brighter future, which starts with self. And so, one second, for some reason, let me make the chat pop out because I can't see everything on my computer right now. Excuse the technical difficulties. All right, mashallah, I have my tea ready. That's what's up. Kadane Film says hi, greetings. Leslie says hi, hey Zewdy, hey, welcome back. So today I want to talk about the importance of authenticity, seeking and speaking the truth, and I want to hear from you all as well how these sort of things, this theme has played out in your life, if you can think of how it applies. I'm sure you can, especially once I just get into it myself. And I'm playing today a track that has 741 hertz, which is the frequency for the throat chakra, which deals with communication, truthfulness, and the color associated with this energy center is blue. So you can't really see right now, but my shirt is blue as well. And I've been wearing this blue stone, lapis lazuli, and I believe that it has been helping me with my truthfulness and expression, personal expression, communication. And I'm eating blueberries. And I'm drinking the same tea from last week, which deals with vision and stuff, but it has, well, it kind of looks purplish. Well, you can't really see, but I don't want to spill it on myself. Anyway, so one thing I want to say, being on YouTube, and when I started doing covers and things like that, from time to time, I would talk in my videos, and I know that I was able to gain support and a fan base on YouTube by just being myself. I would sing people's songs, but as far as my personality was concerned, I was just being myself, talking about the things that were inspiring me to speak. I might talk about the song or whatever was happening at that point in my life. And I'm really thankful that I was able to gain people's attention and love just by being myself. And all I ever really wanted deep down was to be myself. And even if I didn't really know who all that was or who all I was going to be, I had a certain sense of self. When I was signed to an independent label, I was being sort of encouraged and groomed to not be myself. And that was very discouraging and difficult for me, because there were certain things about myself that I was very sure of. And my YouTube following, I gained my YouTube following without a label. I gained it by connecting with people and being myself without the support of that kind of structure. And so I was kind of being encouraged to have a certain kind of image that did not resonate with who I truly was. And even the music that I was making, and it was very, very hard for me to submit to. I really wanted to fight about it. Like, man, I'm a singer, I'm a vocalist, and I want to sing like this. And I felt like even if I didn't really have a sure idea in myself, like what my personal style was, I could figure it out. Or like if things were brought to me, I could say whether or not it was my style. And so I was pretty much convinced that, you'll be able to be yourself later, but now you kind of just have to do as you're told, pretty much. And that will get you through the door, so to speak. And then later, you'll get to do what you want, be who you are, da 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 da. So, at the time I trusted it, and I decided to try to fit into the mold that, I was being told to be. And the whole time it was just not, it just wasn't working, Not that I didn't have good moments and good times. I did, but clearly it was not the route for me. And I'm thankful, and I truly believe that I'm fortunate that things didn't work out, that I didn't blow up and become like some big superstar, being an inauthentic version of myself, you know? I'm so thankful. I thank Allah. I really believe that He saved me, that He preserved me from that and led me to a path where I could really get acquainted with my true self and develop in my nature. And so, anyway, back to those times. You know, I had a certain image that I was trying to uphold, and that wasn't really working out. And some years went by, and then we kind of switched gears with the image. At first, it was kind of more so on the younger, kind of goody two shoes, pop princess kind of vibe. And then we were moving on to something on the other end of the spectrum, which was more edgy and more mature. And so at first I was like, oh, great, because this seems like it's more down my alley. But it wasn't. And in the midst of that was when I began my journey in Islam. So you can imagine the discord and the dissonance there. You know, I was learning about Islam, and it was something that resonated with me more than anything. And so learning how to be a Muslim and applying the things I was learning about modesty, about myself as a woman, you know, it was really like butting heads with the image that I was being, I guess, groomed to sort of portray. It just, you know, it wasn't comfortable for me. And I know that me getting into Islam was like a catalyst that led to the separating of me from that entity. And I'm thankful, because now I'm on my path, and I strive to stay on this path to be true to myself as much as I possibly can and know to be, because the truth is sufficient. The truth is sufficient. You know, there was a point in time when I was with that label, and somebody ended up like buying followers for my Instagram page. So at a certain point, I had like 108,000 followers that came in a day. And I was like, what? It really disturbed me, because that was just something I never believed in. You know, I believed in myself, I believed in my talent, and I believed that just like I was able to build a fan base, a support base here on YouTube, that I could do it once I was out there as an artist, you know, put before the world. I believed that who I truly am and what I had to offer was enough to gain the people who would like me, who would like to listen to me, who would like to watch me, and that sort of thing. But, you know, sometimes people are concerned with the wrong thing. They're concerned with the optics. And I believe that was what that was about. And thankfully, sometime later, Instagram did some kind of sweep where they were able to remove a bunch of like fake followers and bots and things like that. So now my numbers are a lot more accurate, and I'm really, really thankful for that. Because like, to me, it's like, what good are these numbers that show followers if they're not real? If they're not real people behind there backing you, supporting you, you know? And I appreciate the real people. You know, even if I only had 1,000 followers, if you're 1,000 real people, that's better than 100,000 fake, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, authenticity and truth. People lie when they are afraid for some reason. Okay, let me pause right now because I want to see what people are saying. I've missed a couple of things. All Love said, you're my soul sister. That's right. Jalisa Moreland, hello Zewdy, how are you today? Sorry I'm late, did I miss anything? What are y'all talking about? Thank you Jasmine for filling her in. We are talking about authenticity and talking about seeking and speaking the truth. And then later on I would like to hear from you all, or whenever you feel so inspired, to tell me about this in your own life, how living in your truth, speaking the truth, seeking the truth has benefited you personally, because I would like to know. Tess Ledette says, it's crazy. I've been following you since the YouTube days when you were doing covers, and it's such great to see that you are where you are. I was going through my own journey at the time and saw how you have changed. Yes. Praise be to Allah. I'm really thankful for the journey. I'm thankful for where I am now, but I'm also thankful for the journey that I've been on. And I say this often, but a reminder is a blessing. And to appreciate the present moment, appreciate the journey. Don't be so caught up or focused on the destination. Of course you have it, it's in your sights, but appreciate where you are now. Be at peace with that, while having I guess a sense of eagerness for what is to come. And I can say striving to live that way really serves me. Wa alaikum salam, Zwazo. Welcome back. Okay, so oftentimes people tell lies when they are insecure, when something makes them afraid. You might lie to someone because you're afraid of how they will think of you if they knew what the truth was. And that's very general, so that can be applied to a lot of different things. And when you think about it, it's really, it's kind of silly. And I'm not saying that I'm exempt from this, because I've definitely been there, and I'm striving to be as truthful as I can be, because I value the truth so much now. And there was a point in time where I was very insecure and ashamed of things, and so I would hide certain truths about myself for fear of being judged. But I don't fear anything, or at least I don't want to fear anything but the Creator, because the Creator is the only one that has the power to give us life. And that reminds me, so when you're growing up, your parents are pretty much the representatives of God. When you're a child, you may not really know how to connect with God and have your own relationship, unless they teach you how to do that. But in the very beginning, they are God's representatives. And so at times as children, we fear our parents. We may fear consequences of disobeying them, and that is normal. That's I would say a healthy kind of fear, but not like terrified. And in the Bible it says that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Or is it the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God? It's something like that. Please forgive me if I'm misquoting it. And I think it's really deep. And I can't say that I can explain the wisdom of it. But that fear is a reverent type of fear, because that's the Creator. So we shouldn't allow things in life to punk us from being who we truly are and saying what we truly think and feel. Because when we do that and we're not being true, then we can never really have peace. We can never really find happiness. We won't really grow and progress in life because we're living a lie. You know, there are a lot of people on social media who may portray themselves a certain way, and in real life it's nothing like that. And that's a reason why we shouldn't allow these things, like comparing lives of people we see on social media to ourselves. We shouldn't allow that to get us down, because most of the stuff that we see, it's just illusions, you know. The beginning of knowledge is the fear of God. Thank you, Kadane. Proverbs 9:10. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. Is that DidTube? Hey, gorgeous. You're an all-time fan here. I miss your covers. Greetings. Welcome back. Where was I? Truth. Oh yeah, illusions. Yeah, so you never really know what's going on. So that is something that we shouldn't even really concern ourselves with, and allow ourselves to get down about. Proverb 1. But yeah, you know, I have been striving to be someone that lives in my truth, and, you know, seeking the truth about myself that I may not be completely aware of. People can help you see yourself more clearly. Trusted people, of course, who you know, can see you outside of yourself. And you know, you got to be careful, of course, with the perceptions of other people. But oftentimes there are people in your life who have spent a lot of time with you, listening to you, you know, observing you, and they can help you to see things, whether positive or negative. They can tell you the positive things about you that you can hold on to, or work to strengthen even more and express more. And they can also tell you the not so positive things, maybe negative characteristics that you may have, so that you can look at them, really consider, and come to terms with the truth of it, so that you can work to improve those things or eradicate those things if need be. Dallas Kid 100 says, it's hard to be one true authentic self when you have not defined who you truly are, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, I think that makes perfect sense, because a lot of people really don't know who they are, you know. And I must give, I mean, all praise is due to Allah, but I give the credit to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because listening to him has helped me and is helping me to learn more about myself through his demonstration and through his teaching and guiding. in the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know, I listened to a lecture earlier today in preparation for this, just to help me to remember certain important things. And that lecture is called Fear, Faith, and Truth. And that's by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So if anybody is interested at some point, look it up on YouTube. It's a great lecture. And, fear, faith, and truth. Faith. We need to have faith in order to challenge our fear, the things that make us afraid, and for us to have, the ability, or what's the word? Well, I mean, in order to just speak the truth. It doesn't mean that we're never going to be afraid. Things make us afraid, but it's what do we do when we are confronted with things that make us afraid? Do we cower? Do we run away from it? You know, when somebody maybe confronts us with something, asking us a question, and the answer to that question you may be afraid to give because of how they may take it. What do? Do you not say it? Do you say something else that isn't true? But if you have faith in the God, that He will strengthen you and help you to get through or overcome whatever is in your path, whatever obstacles you may come across, then you can fight that fear and overcome the fear and say whatever it is, and you'll be okay. Well said, Queen. I appreciate your thoughts and heart. Thank you. All praise is due to Allah. Preach, Queen. Oh, the war and SJWs. I feel like I haven't seen you in a few episodes. Welcome back. Yeah, and speaking of faith, I want to say that one thing I've had faith in for, I guess, most of my life, or maybe my career, so to speak, was myself. In that I didn't believe that I had to shrink myself or change myself to be attractive, to be, to have a successful career. But it was the people that I was working with at the time that was trying to convince me otherwise. And it's not like they would outright say like, you're not good enough, but that was how it translated. Like, who you are, what you represent is not good enough to be successful and to make money and to be a global superstar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make you this way and give you these type of songs, and even though it's not what you really want and who you really are, this is what we're gonna do, and then you'll be successful. And that never sat well with me. Never. I want to be who I am, and I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful to God that I just want to be who I really am, and I want to encourage all of you who are watching and listening to be yourself, to accept your own and be yourself. Sometimes I just reflect on the journey so far, and I'm just thankful. There's still a lot that I'm learning from those times, but I've learned a lot of what I want, what I don't want moving forward in my life. Also, the power of zikr. Teach on that, because I'm not super familiar, or I can't really explain or elaborate on the power of zikr. Dallas Kid 100 says Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. So true. Boom, right there. I wish I could share my blueberries, but just pretend. Yes. And yeah. Being in remembrance. Yes, ma'am. And that's what prayer really is. It's the remembrance of God. And that's one reason I'm really thankful for being a Muslim and having our daily prayers that reminds us. But my faith in God, which translates to faith in self, is what helps me to not just believe, but come into knowing that I can be successful and that God will back me in the things that I strive for if they are good and if they are in alignment with His will and His will for me. So that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and something that has been helping me in my search for truth about myself, and in turn, helping me to speak more truth. Okay. Yes, hit that like button if you're enjoying this. Oh, Thad is in the building. That's what I'm talking about. The peoples is here. Zwazo says, this is the way for us to be in presence of the highest vibrations. Let's say, for example, that you say 100 times the Shahada after each prayer. You're going to feel the difference in your life, inshallah. Very, very, very interesting. So I've mentioned this before, but recently I have learned how to say Al-Fatiha in Arabic, and I've been practicing saying it, reciting it melodiously, which has been a very interesting experience. It definitely feels good, and it's a prayer. So praying and using my voice in that way, it's definitely a spiritual experience, and I definitely feel that my vibrational frequency rises when I do that. Tesla Det says, as long as you know where you want to be and you have faith in yourself and Allah, you are you are on the right path. Everything you have done for yourself created inner peace and sanity. I want some berries now. They're good. Sorry, I can't share them. But just imagine, just pretend. But yes, you're absolutely right. Yep, and I bear witness to that. So, the world needs Zen Zone for real, especially after last night's clown show. Oh man, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, my sister Jenna's in the building. Peace. But I ain't gonna lie though. When I was watching that debate, it was thoroughly entertaining. I must have laughed every 30 seconds. Something like that. Like I was cracking up the whole time. But I was paying attention because I wanted to hear what they had to say. But it was really ridiculous. I'm not surprised though, because y'all know how Trump get down. Yeah. But I would like to hear from you all if you have any experiences that you can speak on in regards to authenticity, or a time where, I don't know, you were afraid to be truthful, or intimidated by something that kept you from being as truthful as you should be. Yeah, yo. I'm eating blueberries, Jenna. I wish that I could see everybody that was viewing. I can only see those of you who actually like type things. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Have a Zoom. Maybe in the future. I'm actually considering some things for future shows. I have a lot of ideas that will make things more interactive, and I'll even have like guests coming and speaking with me about different things. Jenna says, I was really laughing, such characters. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was really something. Yep. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of debates. But you know, keeping up faith amidst the ways of this dunya. Oh yeah. I mean, but having faith that you are indeed being rightly guided. Yes, ma'am. Keep up prayer and your studies. Be charitable. And, you know, do the things that you know you need to do. I'm talking to myself as well, just to let y'all know, okay? I just feel that I should say that I don't think... Oh, I was curious. You was in my thoughts. Oh, from the debates and stuff? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. What I was going to say was I am learning right along with everybody else. You know, I'm not a teacher. I'm not some kind of guru or anything like that. But I have things that I share that I know you can learn from, and I know that I can learn from you all as well. So that's what this space is all about. It's about sharing valuable information based on righteous principles that can be applied to better ourselves, our circumstances, and to help us to become more and more aware, more enlightened, you know, raising the vibes. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. And I know that I benefit from this every week, and I'm really thankful that, you know, you all come to Zewdy Zen Zone and share with me as well. I don't take your participation or contributions lightly. They give me things to think about even when we exit the Zen Zone. Dallas good. Yeah. Joy Joelle, lovely to hear your voice. Oh, it's gone. Is it okay to have a private chat by email, inshallah? I mean, what do you want to talk about? It depends. What do you want to privately email me about? Dallas Kid 100 says, coming to this community of many faiths and being adults is very much welcome. And that's the thing. You know, I'm a Muslim follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the leadership and guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But everyone is welcome of all faiths, even if you don't have a faith or a religion that you subscribe to, because we all can benefit from the wisdom and the knowledge that's shared here from different perspectives and things like that. You know, and I really appreciate that. It's such a beautiful thing that's going on. All Love says, beautiful life lessons, aren't they? I would say so. Yeah, that or no faiths at all. That's what makes this so cool. This is a judgment-free zone. As long as we can come together with love and respect and peaceful intentions, then there's no problem. But like I said, if you come in here to make mischief, then we're gonna get you up out of here. So, Joelle, lovely to hear your voice again after years. Your singing helped me through so much way back when. Great to see you glowing. You look radiant and very zen. Thank you, Joy. I'm so happy that you found me once again, and I'm happy that my voice could help you during that time in your life. That really means a lot to me, and is just, you know, a kind of confirmation that is very beneficial for me. So thank you so much for sharing that. Jasmine, in my experience, unhappiness comes when I'm feeling distant from the Creator. That's deep. That's deep, and I can agree with that. And even if I said something else, it would be at the root feeling distant from my Creator. Because another thing I would say is that what can cause unhappiness is when you're not being true to yourself. And when you're not being true to yourself, there's a disconnect from you and your Creator, and you and your true self. The War on SJW says, I'm an atheist, but I love the positive vibes. As many of you know, I am a former atheist. So I believe that I understand atheists and agnostics pretty well. And you are welcome here. Tess Ledette says, in the past, I felt like I had to be like everyone else to be accepted. But when I realized that is not what I wanted, I began to show who I truly am. Well, the parts who I was not showing. Ooh, do you know how common that sort of thing is? And I'm really happy that you came to learn and know and understand that that's not what you want to do and how you want to be. I can identify with that. Even in always wanting to be myself, I have experienced a lot of rejection from my peers growing up, and even from, you know, the Ethiopian community, not feeling Ethiopian enough because I don't speak the languages fluently, and I didn't grow up in a community of Ethiopians and Eritreans, and so just the way I was raised, I felt disconnected. And although I know now that there's nothing that you can say or do that can take away my Ethiopianness or Eritreanness, I still felt like I had to prove myself and try to appease them by doing things that would make them happy and that would make them accept me. And really, it wasn't until I got acquainted with Allah and Islam that changed for me. because I no longer cared for the acceptance of people on that cheap level. My priority became being pleasing to Allah, God. And when I started doing things and, studying and praying and applying what I was learning, and I really started to see that the way my life was going, there were indications, I believe, that Allah was pleased with the way I chose to go. I was like, to hell with whoever don't like it. If I'm being pleasing to Allah, I'm happy. And those who would come to understand me more, or those who really love me for who I am, even if we have differences, they would still love me. Or, newer people that would come, they could appreciate me for who I truly am. And that's great. And all praises due to Allah. Just sharing some link, dua, ruqya, and anashid that I use for myself. Well, do you have to share that privately? There are several Muslims in here that I'm sure would be interested, possibly. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm sure. Would possibly be interested as well. Oh, you can call me Tesfanesh. Tess is my westernized name. Tesfanesh? Am I saying that correctly? Am I doing the emphasis on the right syllables? Do y'all remember that commercial? Emphasis on the wrong syllables. I don't even remember what commercial it was. I just remember that. Please excuse me. I like to be silly sometimes. This is a part of your beautiful purpose, Queen. I believe that, and I receive that. I believe it and I receive it, and with God's help, I will achieve whatever my purpose is for being. I'm figuring it out, and I'm getting signs and confirmations and things, and your message is a part of that. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Tess agrees with you. I'm just loving all this love, y'all. Jasmine, yes, it's nice to be able to gather and have this beautiful reminder that there are many doing their best to live in love. Ameen. Zabib says, I love and am proud of every iteration of you. Thank you, Zabib, and I will say the same about you, my sister. I'm so thankful for you and your love and your support and your acceptance of me. And I can't wait till you come visit me. Are you coming to visit me soon? Sisterly love, indeed. Tesfanesh says, okay. She says, girl, I went through the same thing, but because I was half Ethiopian, my father is Haitian and Puerto Rican. I went through so with my family. Habashas used to be mean. When I found you, I was happy you were like me. Yes. Oh, my sister. I'm happy you found me and that whatever I did or my representation was helpful to you, because, man, I thank Allah for the internet, because it helped me to get myself out here, and now, we have this community together. But it helped me to connect with people, although there was a lot of negative things I experienced. I understand now in retrospect the value of even the negative experiences, but I was able to connect with other people who were like me in a sense, who didn't feel like they belonged to their supposed communities and they felt rejected, and just wanted to be themselves. And it sucks when There are people that you want love and acceptance from who reject you when you are being yourself, but they have a specific expectation of what you are supposed to be, how you're supposed to talk, how you're supposed to dress, how, that sort of thing. And it's unfortunate, but inshallah, we'll have less and less of that, and more open-minded people, and more accepting people, and more people being themselves, having the courage to be themselves in the face of opposition and rejection, and I hope that I can continue to encourage and inspire people to do that, to do just that. Zewdy, we'll talk. Okay. All right. All love. Yes. I just want to say, growing up, Thad2323 says, growing up mostly, I was the only full African American boy in my grade. That was so hard, but I got used to it. Dang, really? So did you, were you in like a predominantly white school, or what kind of people were you surrounded by? Abdul Kadir, Ethiopia says, Zewdy, you are so kind. I have a big respect. All praise is due to Allah. I have a big respect for you, my brother. And kindness is such a simple gesture, but it can take you so far. And I like that you use the word kind, because that is what I want to be. I believe that my general disposition is that I'm kind. Especially as long as I am being met with respect. Yeah, my best friend was mixed though. Jasmine, what are some of your most profound experiences of gratitude for? And this is for everyone. So everyone, please feel free to answer this question. What are some of your most profound experiences of gratitude? The War on SJWs says, did Habesha people shame you for not being authentic enough? That was partially what I was referring to. And I stopped saying Habesha because apparently that is not inclusive of all of the different ethnic groups that reside in Ethiopia and Eritrea. And it's some groups consider that word divisive, and I don't want to encourage that, and I don't want to perpetuate that, because we're one. I mean, I know people have their different ethnicities and countries and all of that, but we're one people. You guys that are watching me, y'all are my people, and I'm your people. We're one people. But yes, I was shamed for that because I didn't speak the languages, and just my whole representation. They were expecting me to be a certain way that I just could not be. I just couldn't. I didn't even know how to. I couldn't even begin to try to be what they wanted. Get G.A. Rain, what does your name mean? My name, Zewdy, means crown. It means crown in Tigrinya, which is both an Eritrean and Ethiopian language. Crown. And I think it's a very special name. I'll tell you the story very quickly of how I got my name. So my paternal grandmother, her name was Nigasti, which means queen or empress. And my father, I'm his first child. And when I was born, he said that his mother needed a crown. The queen needed a crown. So he named me Zewdy. And I love my name. It's been very difficult for people to pronounce in school, teachers and all that kind of stuff. But I always correct people, try to get them to say it the right way, or at least close enough, because it's Zewdy, but most people say Zewdy like it's an O. And I think it's one heck of a name, and I want to live up to it because of what a crown represents. Jasmine says, I've experienced praying myself into a gentle silence, and in that silence I am simply here and everything is beautiful. Would you say that when you are in that gentle silence, is it somewhat of a meditative state of being? Why? For some reason, my messages are, yeah, they're moving slower on my computer. So let me see what's going on my phone. Zabib. Remember that time the principal called you Wendy on the loudspeaker? Like, he wasn't even trying. Yes, I do remember that. Like, how you gonna say Wendy? Like, what? When you see Zewdy and you say Wendy, like, make that make sense. I wasn't getting in trouble, by the way, by the principal. I was being called on the loudspeaker because I was in a singing competition and he was making an announcement to vote for me. Rise Up, I think that's what it was, the WOR singing competition. Do you live with your family now? I live with family. I don't live with my parents or my siblings, but I live with family. Just know that. Okay. Some profound experiences of gratitude. You know, sometimes when I make lists of things that I'm grateful for, whether I'm writing the list down or if it's just making dua and thanking Allah for everything that comes to mind, I become, I don't want to say overwhelmed. If I do say that, I mean it in a good way. Or I'm overcome with this deep appreciation and gratitude and thankfulness because there's so much to be grateful for. So much. Literally everything. You know, but sometimes, or oftentimes, we take things that we think are guaranteed for granted. And nothing is guaranteed. Anything can be taken away from you like that. It could be gone tomorrow, your life. Remember, Jasmine, we were talking about that. Like, we might not even see tomorrow. We could be taken out today. So we should never get so comfortable in, like, I guess, ingratitude that we're not constantly thankful for the life that we have been given. because it's not guaranteed. Every day that we wake up is a big blessing, a huge blessing. And that's why, as long as we live, we should be striving to figure out how to make the most of the time that we have while we have it, because we don't know how long we have. We really don't. I'm very happy right now. I'm happy today, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you all. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for everything that I have that makes this possible, for the technology of the phones and the computers and my tripod and my speaker. I'm thankful for my tea. I'm thankful for my willingness to do what I'm doing right now, because it is fulfilling, and knowing that it's helping somebody is a gratifying thing, and it helps me too. It's helped me see more things about myself that I was not fully aware of, in terms of, like All Love was saying, my purpose. And yeah, I'm pretty grateful in this moment. Before we get out of here, I would like for everybody to, kind of like what Jasmine said, if you can't think of your most profound experiences of gratitude, if you could at least name at least one thing that you are grateful for, I would like to read it. I don't know if y'all are saying things, because, yeah, okay, I'm sorry y'all. For some reason, I don't know what's going on with these messages, but they're like popping up out of nowhere. Hold on, y'all. I'm grateful for the technology, even if it is a little trippy sometimes. That's just what you gotta deal with at times. This is really strange. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get to these messages. Oh, let me see. Live chat. This is so weird. Okay. All right, y'all. I see them. I see them now. Wendy. That says Wendy. Tess Vanesh says, I think you did your thing with Into the Night. You mixed two worlds I tried to mix when I saw another Habesha, girl doing that. It made me proud. That's not easy to do at all. Thank you. That's one song I can say I was very pleased with, because really what the song was about was my love for that kind of music, for Ethiopian music, where you can do a skista, right? Because even though I don't know what they're saying in the music and all of that, I just loved it. And whenever I would go to an Ethiopian like club or a wedding and they're playing the music, I would always want to dance, because it was like the music was in me. Yeah, I don't speak the language, and yeah, I don't know, I just don't know. What I do know is how to do the dances. And it's just in me. It's in my blood. It was in my DNA. So, that translated when I would listen to that and dance to it. Not Zoe, but Wendy. Right. Like, at least Zoe is like a lot closer than Wendy. The principal was hungry and wanted Wendy's. Y'all are funny. Zabib, something like that. It was something good and music related. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that WOR radio competition thing. Your name suits you. You are a queen. Thank you. I'm striving. I appreciate that. Majorly Detailed, you're here. I shouted you out in the beginning. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you. I don't always get to be here live each week, but I always catch the replay. I find this time calming. I'm so thankful. I'm so glad. Of course, I would love for you to be present during the live, but I understand, people got things they got to do and take care of, and, you got to do what you got to do. But I do appreciate that you do come back and watch the replays. Sometimes I go back and look at the replays and see, just watch myself, because when I'm in it, I am present, but I don't necessarily know, like, what it looks like, I guess, So I'm glad that it's received in that way, even for the replay. Live for today and not tomorrow. Majorly Detailed says, also, I found myself randomly singing the version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow you and Zabib sung forever ago. That's funny. That's pretty funny. I actually thought about that the other day, because I was thinking about that video, the what video. And for those of you who are unaware of what we are referring to, look up what and Zewdy and Zabib. I think it's on Zabib's channel. Yeah, it's on Zabib's channel. That Dweeb Zabib. It's pretty funny. Funny stuff there. Okay, I don't know if you guys are saying anything now, because I haven't seen any more comments and everything is being kind of slow. I don't know what's happening. YouTube, what's happening? Dang, what? I'm getting like all these comments after another. What? Oh boy. Zabib, comments just popping up for me now too. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but we gonna make it work. And when I see them, I'll acknowledge them. Okay, that resonates with me a lot right now. What are you referring to, DJ Haynes? Because things are kind of delayed with the comments, so I apologize for whatever technical difficulties are happening on YouTube, but I thank you for your patience as I wait to see your comments. How many kids do you have? I don't have any children as of yet, but they're on the way. I'm not pregnant. I'm just calling them into existence, so to speak. How do you deal with past trauma? Life, and oh, yes, everybody's saying what they're grateful for. Thank you. Life, family, friends. This dang phone I'm holding right now. Yes. Jasmine, I am grateful that I am able to comprehend information, stimuli, and that I am able to reflect. Me too. The faculties of our minds and is something very, very, it's just beautiful. have these abilities, and they're powerful, and that is why we should utilize them for good. Because, man, we don't even know the potential that we have with this. What's in here. And what's in here, of course. Broken Riku says, "Hi Zewdy, greetings. We're actually kind of wrapping things up here, but I'm happy that you popped in to greet me. All love, I'm at peace, not in pieces." That's certainly something to be grateful for. And the very last comment I see, hold on, let me see. What if I shrink this screen? Okay. When I shrink it, I can see more messages, kind of. This is so strange. Oh, I don't know what's going on. And it's happening for others as well, so it's not that my computer is just being slow, right? Okay. Wow. Yeah, the chat is messing up for everybody. They hating on a player for some reason. But I appreciate all of you again for your patience. I'm so grateful I'm able to be in the moment and really experience true self. Me. Okay, everyone. Well, that is about it for today. I thank you all for your time, energy, presence, participation, contribution, support, love. I'm so happy that I have this time with you every Wednesday to just come together and co-create beneficial, positive, productive, progressive experiences with you all. It's a pleasure and an honor to serve in this way. And if you'd like to connect with me outside of YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter. Twitter.com/Zewdy. Follow me, come follow me. Who remembers that? And yeah. I would stay on here because I feel like y'all are saying stuff and I'm just not seeing it because YouTube is being weird. But I want to acknowledge your comments before we go. I just feel really bad that things are going haywire right now. But I'm on all those different social media places the same. Zewdy. Just look up Zewdy on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you'll find me. Yeah. I apologize for these things happening. You know, that's technology, but it's all good. We're not even gonna trip about it, right? So that is our time today. Thank you for visiting with me, and I pray I will see you next week. It is now time to exit the Zen Zone. I thank you. I love you. Peace.